Make sure to stay until the end. If that belt falls off, it can cost you guys thousands of dollars in damages, even you may need a new engine after that. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Mercedes guys. If you have a Mercedes, it could be almost any year, any generation Mercedes, diesel or gasoline guys. And if your Serpentine belt guys keeps coming off, it falls off, you want to know the top reasons why a belt comes off, stay with us, we'll explain that in this video today. If that belt comes off, it can destroy multiple components, it can destroy your engine, it can cost you thousands of dollars. All that will be covered in this video today. Make sure to stay until the end, we'll explain why. Before we start, let me just tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We're constantly getting new cars, we're constantly working on something. Why we do all that guys? Because our mission here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. And if you need to buy any parts, tools for your car, Mercedes, any model guys, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools, supplies from, and you can guys save a fortune. So we'll demonstrate guys on that C-Class here, but it could work on multiple guys, multiple Mercedes vehicles, because the engines practically work in a similar way, and most of the engines are reused in multiple Mercedes vehicles. For instance, this Mercedes engine can be found in C-Class, E-Class, SLK. The 6-cylinder engine for that C-Class can be found in E, ML, GL, multiple generations Mercedes. So why a belt may come off guys? Okay, what can cause a belt to come off? Now first I want to show you guys, okay, we're going to find in a second, I'm gonna get here, okay, to find you how that belt practically guys started failing at 60,000 miles. We're going to find that, and I'm going to talk about that right here. Check this thing out, 65,000 miles on the car and that belt started failing. So we have a special video that explains how often to replace Serpentine belt on Mercedes. We have one that actually snapped as well. So what can easily guys, okay, cause now the belt to come off? Let me get something to point with and I'm going to show you guys. First, what we have specifically here. Now before we continue, let me show you. That belt here guys snapped completely. Check this thing out. The belt guys, okay, is right here. If you're working on the belt, make sure you disconnect the car battery. That radiator fan is here. If it turns on, it can cut your hands and fingers off. And on these new cars, it's very important to know which battery terminal to disconnect first. If you do it the wrong way guys, you can burn engine modules, computers, electronics. On Mercedes guys, we burned airbag computer in the past that cost us $2,000. We have a special video that explains which battery terminal to disconnect. Once it's disconnected, you need to grab and make sure that the AC pulley is free and it's not frozen. Sometimes locked up AC compressor will cause the belt to come off or smoke it. Inspect the power steering pump, grab it to make sure it doesn't have play. Okay, make sure that the pulleys are not cracked. Often they could be plastic and sometimes from age they can crack. And inspect that it's not frozen as well. You will need to grab guys the crankshaft pulley. Usually it's known as a damper guys. This pulley consists of 3 different components. The outside pulley, you have a rubber gasket in the middle, and the middle metal, in the middle you have the inner layer will be metal ring as well. So that rubber gasket is there to prevent vibrations guys, okay. And often on higher mileage vehicles or cars that had oil leak, okay, it could be play in the crankshaft pulley. Another thing, you will need to inspect your water pump. I'm talking about water pump right here. Make sure it's not locked up, make sure it doesn't have play, and also spin the alternator and make sure that it doesn't have a play as well. Next, it could be guys idler pulley. Idler pulley that's cracked or it has a wobble can cause the belt to come off when it moves fast. Another thing, it could be the tensioner pulley or a weak tensioner. The tensioner has a spring that over time becomes weak, and when that happens, you may not have enough tension on the belt. You may hear it squeak when you turn AC on, headlights on, and the belt can come off. Another thing could be a stretched belt or a belt that was exposed to oil leaks or coolant leaks. coolant leaks and oil leaks will make your belt soft, stretched, and that can affect it as well. So multiple things, guys, you need to check them one by one. When you replace belt, it's super important to replace 3 things together: tensioner, idler pulleys, and a new belt. Otherwise you may be doing the job again. If that belt comes off or breaks, it can break cooling system, that can cause overheating. Water pump will not be driven, so the engine can overheat. You can break electrical components, radiator fans, multiple things, front crankshaft seal, it can get tangled there. We've seen that happen as well. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.